Hello YouTube. Excuse me. I'm back again. I just want to say a little prayer for the people down south, the ones that's down there in Louisiana, and the ones that's in Mississippi, and the ones in the path of that hurricane. Now it's a tropical storm that's coming up through the south. You know, it's going to hit Tennessee next, from what I understand. I'm just so sorry for you people. I mean, really, my heart goes out to you. I'm saying prayers for you, and that's what I wanted you to know. But let me get into this video. You know, I mean, not only that it's been a rough weather year so far. I mean, this year is not even over. This is not even August. Tomorrow will be only the 31st. You know, 16 years ago, Hurricane Katrina came through and devastated Louisiana, New Orleans especially, because I was down there, not when it happened, but I was down there about a year before, 2 years before, at the music festival that they have down there. I was in the Superdome and watching it on TV as they ripped apart that hotel I had stayed in, and it was just awesome. I mean, it was just crazy, Mother Nature. And like I said, at least this time that the people are taking care of the senior citizens down there, that they're not leaving them, you know, even though the hospitals are without power, and some of them, you know, some of the generators will stop working. You know, they making the staff, well, they ain't making the staff stay. Most of the staff is on lockdown. They decide to stay, and they trying to help people in the hospital, and they trying to help all the senior citizens and stuff like that. It's crazy. I mean, extreme flooding down there, and but right now they're just in the middle of the cleanup. You know, Hurricane Ida is going to be one that's going to go down in the history of devastations for that place down there in New Orleans. I mean, it's just, and say New Orleans, Louisiana, it's just been a mess. I mean, 110 mile an hour winds. I can't imagine that. We have winds up here, but nowhere near 110 miles an hour. If we did, it would be called a straight line wind, because we have a lake. So anyway, they're going to have curfews down there for those that don't know, because they're out of power down there. You know, 1 million people don't have power, no electricity, so they're having a curfew. They don't want nobody on the streets at night and accidentally get hurt or something like that. Yeah, but anyway, it was catastrophic, and they don't have a lot of chaos going on right now because everything is in disarray. I just wanted to say my heart goes out to you, my prayers go out to everybody down there. Okay, but let me also mention over in Australia, in case you haven't heard, that the truckers out there, they're blocking all the major highways. They protesting out there. You know, Australia been locked down for a while now. Excuse me. And they having a protest right there. So the truckers are on strike, just like our truckers up here. If they go on strike, nothing works. Nothing goes through. You know, that's the lifeline. Okay, and what else? In the cause of this hurricane that came through down there, the pipeline that had the cyber attack, it's gonna be closed again. They say maybe for a week. So that means gas prices gonna go up even more. You know, I think those people are gouging us as far as that goes. I think they want to make some money off of the disaster, off of poor people misery. But you know, that's how the rich people do. Okay, and what else? Fires out in California. You know, they had to evacuate people that was in Lake Tahoe because the fires are heading that way. That Condor fire is forcing an evacuation in Lake Tahoe, which is crazy. You know, so like I say, people in Mississippi, you got hit too. You know. So we ain't gonna forget you guys like Waverly or Gilbert, Mississippi. They got hit. You know, everybody talking about Louisiana, but Mississippi is right there with them. So we want to make sure that we say something for them. Okay, and another thing, they have these new cars out, and I know you guys haven't noticed because I really wasn't paying attention. I seen them, but I really didn't notice them. They have these new cars, these hydrogen cars, hydrogen power. You know, out there, and they're on the rise right now, so they're gonna have a lot of hydrogen cars on the road pretty soon, just like they got a lot of electronic cars and solar power cars. They trying to eliminate fossil fuels and all this other stuff and stuff like that, just like they trying to get us to stop eating meat. But that's a whole nother story. I mean, we experience things in our lifetime. I can't, excuse me. My ear itching. We experiencing things in our lifetime that I can't explain, and nobody can explain. I mean, more than once or twice, we have some natural or terrible disasters happening, and it's just becoming commonplace. You know, and it's just beginning to be a little bit worrisome as far as what's really going on. You know, I want to say something about the aliens, but you know, I've been trying not to. But maybe when I go live Thursday, you know, I go live every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe I will, because I think, you know, it's time for me to man up and say something about what I really think is going on about this situation that we in. Because like I said, I think we in the shit hit the fan. We at like 75, 77%, and it's time for me to go into a little bit more, because the things are beginning to happen faster than I care to think about, you know. Because, you know, we remember, we grew up on meat. We were hunters and gatherers way before we became what we are now. That's what they used to do. We wasn't farmers or anything like that. That came later. We would go out and hunt and kill dinosaurs or whatever. We were hunter and gatherers. We would gather fruit and nuts, whatever was on the tree, on the ground, mushrooms, and we would hunt. Now, we won't even be doing that. They want us to stay in the house. They want us to stay at home. They want us to stay in front of the TV. But I now done drifted. I have a tendency to drift. So I'm going to just go ahead and leave it at that and tell everybody, you know, I'll be back, you know, Thursday at 2 p.m. as usual. And I like to also say that I had about 60 comments I had to catch up on, because, you know, sometimes YouTube will hold people comments and I don't get them into a certain date or whatever. And today I ended up with 60 of them. So if you one of the people who seen me send a reply to something you sent back to me 3-4 months ago, then that's what it was. It wasn't me ignoring you. I reply to everybody that makes a comment. My channel is not that big, so I can do that, you know. I can do that. I can reply to everybody that makes a comment. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Thank you, YouTube.